Welcome back to Latin Nation, representing your generation. I'm Desi.
And I'm Jose. Right now we meet a burgeoning young filmmaker who's uncovering artists in Latin America and the Caribbean.
Now, not only is Natasha del Toro exposing a world not seen by many Latinos living in the U.S., but she's also learning a thing or two about her own culture along the way.
Let's take a look.
Latin Nation Underground, presented by McDonald's.
Growing up in North Carolina, Natasha del Toro felt disconnected from her Latino culture. Today, the former freelance journalist turned filmmaker works to challenge her own views as well as others in Latin America.
I knew that I wanted to cover stories about Latin America and the Caribbean, or cover these communities within the United States. Maybe because I was always a little bit on the outside of it growing up, that I was more drawn to those stories.
In her documentary, Cuba, the Art Revolution, Natasha explores the cultural phenomenon of profitable art within a communist country.
I've come to Cuba to find out about a new revolution, a revolution in Cuban art. At the time when I conceived of the story idea, I was in Tampa, which has a long history with Cuba, even that dates back before Miami, actually. They're very proud of saying that. I was putting together this art event, and these Cuban artists were brought to the cafe where I was putting this event together. But I noticed my ideas of Cuba clashed with what I saw. These guys had really nice Gucci watches. They looked very, very well dressed. And I started to put two and two together. Artists in Cuba can make good money. In a country where few citizens can even afford to fix their cars, Dagoberto and Marco have money to spare, and they've been allowed to travel in and out of Cuba to art events around the world. The Cuban art, it's edgy, you know, they are exploring and criticizing and critiquing things in the system in very subtle ways. They have to.
In her powerful documentary, BelO's Song of Peace, Natasha shines a light on life in Haiti, a country that is known for poverty and violence.
I was totally afraid of Haiti. I was very afraid of the voodoo and all of the things that the media portrays about Haiti. With BelO, this Haitian musician that I made a short documentary on for PBS Frontline World, you know, he was trying to promote his country through his music. And I found that intriguing.
The message in my song is peace, love, unity, and harmony. And I think that that's what we need. C'est pour montrer bonne volonté, pour demander pour doit respecter, tandis qu'on pas respecté pas.
Rarely do we see a positive portrayal of that country. They have a lot of problems, but if they're shut out of the media spotlight, then nothing's going to get better. You know, I felt like I had an opportunity to portray a different side. And I'm not saying that it's perfect. I mean, that shoot was one of the most difficult experiences of my life. I'm just trying to put a spotlight on these countries. I read some statistic that by 2050, 1 in 4 Americans is going to be born to Hispanic parents. We need to know what's happening in these countries because these are our people. It's not what the media tells you. It's not the images that you see on television. You can see with your own eyes. That's what I love about what I do, is that I get to go places and see for myself.